nobody give me money, or I didn't know anyone from the sport of boxing. But now I'm here, living the dream. Living in Hollywood. I'm one of the best trainers in the world. I have one of the biggest promoters in the world, Golden Boy. Work hard. There's no science in boxing. They always said that there's talented people, but talent is not real. It's nothing. The work.
That's fun. I like that you said that. Yeah.
The work is the real thing. The 70% for me, is the mental. That mental, it depends on how you work, how you do your camp.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is our podcast. We're just getting started here. My name is Marlon Hernandez. We've got business partner.
I'm Victor Rodriguez, and today we have
Raúl El Cugar Curiel.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Marlon, always. Victor,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Always thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
for our
coming.
listeners, for those that don't know who Raúl Curiel is, he's actually a professional boxer, represented Mexico in the 2016 Olympics. He's currently 13-0 with 11 knockouts, promoted by Golden Boy, and looking to do big things in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very kind man. We met Raúl probably, I think, like 2 months ago.
Yes.
We sponsored a different fighter who we're actually going to be having on our podcast. Probably the next one that we do. His name is Gio Cabrera. Shout out to him. We met Raúl there, where I didn't personally know who he was. I don't know if you knew.
At the time, no.
No, but you introduced yourself to us. You let us know about your fight, and fast forward, here we are, interviewing the champ. He's got his belts here. He'll talk about that in a little bit, and we really just want to kind of, expose more of the boxing community, getting to know the boxing community, the boxing world. Personally, I'm more of like a soccer fan. That's my sport. That's, I know a lot about it. Victor has a boxing background, and really we got to connect to both Gio and Raúl through Victor, because he's got to connect Shredding Labs.
Yes, sir. Jesse.
Right? Jesse. So shout out to Jesse. And
Shredding Labs.
yeah, he made this happen, and we're building just these relationships and connections with people that are going places, and
Right.
so we're excited for Raúl, what he's been doing and where he's going, and we have a couple of questions for you, brother.
Of course.
And
of course.
if you want to get started, Victor.
Yeah, definitely. So pretty much, Raúl, like what I want our listeners is to know more about you, like who you are, where you come from, and how did you get involved into boxing? At what age did you start, and what was that? What has this journey been like for you?
Well, again, thank you for the invitation, bro. Happy to be here. And well, I'm born and raised in Mexico. I'm born in a little place in Tamaulipas. His name is Tampico, Tamaulipas. And I'm started boxing at 6 years old. With my brother, my older brother Isidro, that he gonna fight this weekend
this week
too.
he has a fight coming up as well.
I fight last week, but he gonna fight.
Where is he fighting?
In Tampico, in Mexico too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna fight for the Continental America, the UBO.
Nice.
Universal Boxing Organization is gonna be fight there. So my brother is one of my first inspirations in boxing. My dad was my granddad was a boxer. My dad and my older brother. So all my family are
family business,
involved in the boxing
It's in
sport.
the bloodline.
Yeah.
In the sport. But for in my case, I take boxing like I was 6 years old. I was playing. I'm just look my brother, go to tournaments, represent Tamaulipas, represent Mexico in the nationals. He fought international too. And then when I start to saw my brother, I always wish, and I always have a dream as a kid, to fly and go in a plane, I always. And one day my brother go to one Olympic national tournament.
Oh wow.
He won the silver medal over there, and I say,
Nice.
I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do this because I just start to see everything he start to live and saw and everything. So I'm start like, and when I was 10 years, I do my first fight as a boxer, and I lose.
Oh, wow.
I was because I was a goalkeeper too. I like soccer too, and I always my dad always try to put me in any kind of sport, but do sport and have a healthy life, you know. And then my brother turned to pro.
So it got a little more serious.
Yeah, more serious and everything. But when I turned 12, you know, I was in the, I don't know, 8th grade, 9th grade. I go to Cuba. You know, I start to win it. I start to fight more then, and I start to win in the little tournaments. And
Why'd you go to Cuba?
I go to the Olympics, the Juvenile Olympics.
Juvenile Olympics.
Yeah, and I represent Mexico over there. I get my first like big win. It was a silver medal in the national tournament, and then they got the best of the country over there. They take to Cuba.
For those that don't know, Cuba is the school of boxing. You know, that's where a lot of majority of boxers professionally come out of. They all go to the Olympics as well, and you know, like there's no school there. Their school is boxing.
It's boxing.
Yeah.
Their main sport is boxing.
Yeah, so to be able to win a silver medal in Cuba, that's very impressive.
And that was the only kid that I won. So that impressed the coaches in Mexico and everything. So they take me to the Olympic team.
Wow. They saw
juvenile,
they saw that train this kid.
But my father was in that time my father was my trainer.
Okay.
And then, you know, they call me from the Olympic team, and I go over there in 6 months. I have the silver world medal.
Wow.
Yeah, and I never, you know, I just go to Cuba one time. That's my only experience, like international experience. So everybody expect I think the number one in my weight class in that time, he get injured.
Oh, snap.
But they have the spot, and they say, hey, who is there? No, just take Raúl, you know.
So
but nobody expect that I because I was there. Yeah, because I was there with Carlos Sanchez. He was 7 times national champion, and Diego de la Hoya is his cousin, Oscar cousin, and he was like 10 times national, and I just got and 1 bronze national and 1 silver. So nobody expects.
So that guy getting hurt was kind of a blessing for you. Because since he got injured, they called you. And
they called me, but oh, wow. Yeah, I fought.
And thankfully, you were ready.
Yeah, bro. I fought 7 times over there. Every day. And I was in Armenia, Yerevan, Armenia for 1 month. Wow. And then, I become Europe, bro. Asia,
and so you kind of got to accomplish that dream of being able to fly.
Yeah, right? And I never thought to go to China.
Yeah. Oh, you were in
China to fight. Yeah, I was in the World Series of Boxing too. I represent Mexico over there, and that was the top 10 of the world. They do a tournament.
Wow.
So I fly one time to China.
So you got exposed to a lot then at a very young age.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to backtrack a little bit, Raúl. So I know you said you started boxing at the age of 6. A lot of times, like what I've seen is when people are involved in the sport of boxing, like the way your dad and your grandfather were, a lot of the times parents don't want their kid to get involved. You know, because it's too dangerous, etc. What was that conversation like with your dad when you told him?
Well, no, my dad always he support me in everything, not
and
just
your older brother was already in it.
Yeah, my brother but my dad and my mom and my dad was supporting a lot. That's a very important thing in
Did you and your dad ever have a conversation? Kind of going back because you know what I've seen is from these fathers and kids relationship is kind of like, hey, all right, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go all in.
He said exactly. He said exactly the same thing, and you know you need to have a lot of discipline in this sport. This is not a game. You know, he always told me that that I go to see that my dad fights when I was a kid.
Right.
So he always support me, but I think he always told me that I have the talent. You have something like
special.
I don't know, but you're special in some way because you do everything like easy than the other kids. You look like you see like naturally. Yeah. But then I was just playing and everything, and sometimes he get mad with me sometimes because I don't like to train and everything. But every time that I fought, I won.
Yeah.
And that was funny at the beginning, but then I take it more serious because if you fight more, you win more, and
it demands more.
Yeah, it demands more.
You
But
can have
yeah.
better competition too.
Yeah, too. But no, my dad, he always support me, and I don't know if one day I have a kid, you know, I'm gonna have a kid right now, but I don't know if
Congrats.
I'm gonna say yes to boxing to her or
You
to
see,
him
that, that's what I mean by that.
because I
yeah.
feel it. I know how it feels, you know,
Right.
just to make the weight.
It's,
but
it's a lot of, it's a lot of discipline, a lot of sacrifice.
yeah, but if they want it, you need to support. Like my
Yeah.
dad do to me, you know.
Yeah.
Very important because if he probably say no to me in that time that I ask him like train me or something, and I'm not be here right now, you know.
You'll be
But
playing
yeah,
soccer,
it's soccer.
football,
Yeah, goalkeeper. That was one of my
Ochoa's
passions too.
replacement.
Yeah, that's one of my passions, one of my dreams. You know, become like a professional soccer player.
Who's your team out there for your region?
Yeah, I have my team, you know, in my place is Tampico Madero, La
Okay,
Jaiba Brava,
that's the
but
local.
in Mexico it's El Cruz Azul.
Cruz
I don't
Azul,
know,
okay.
you know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
if you
Yeah. He's a America
Águilas.
fan.
Oh.
No, I was kidding. He's like, cut
Okay,
the
where
podcast. I'm
where is
leaving.
the gloves?
Those two are the rivals.
Yeah, but yeah, my dad always support me. My family is one of the most important things that I have in my life. You know, I've owned
We got to meet
everything
them.
to
They're
her.
Yeah.
lovely people. Yeah.
Raul, how much older is your brother? Your older brother from you?
Yeah, my brother is 32 right now.
32?
Like 4 years and a
4
half.
years.
Yeah.
So you were 6. He was 10.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever spar against each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like? Because I'm sure you know.
Well,
that
at first, you know, my brother, you know, sometimes he punched me a lot, but right now, when I go, you know, to vacation or go to visit, I'm helping in the sparring.
Okay.
you know?
Cool. Like training with him.
training with them and everything, and we work together. And my brother has you know, I always say that he have more talent than me, but he's a psychologist. He's preferred the school and do his job. And right now, he's involved in boxing again. He's taking his career back, but he's a very talented guy and very
How
cool
do you
guy.
feel about him? And this is personal, but like, so he's got other things going on.
Yes.
He's not putting in, not that he doesn't want to, or maybe he doesn't want to because he likes to do, you know, other things like going to school. We talked a little bit at lunch. I think you also mentioned like also going back to school a little bit.
Doing law school, correct?
Law school.
Law school. How do you feel about your brother being 32 and him coming back now? Does that worry you because he's older?
No.
Or do you feel like, you know, he has to do this to figure it out for himself and kind of get it done? Or
You know, he knows the business of boxing. He knows
what
he
he's
have
doing.
he have a lot of discipline too. He's a very disciplined guy. You know, his boxing is his passion. You know, I don't know. He take the decision, you know, to go to school. He's more a school guy. You know, he's very smart guy. He always the number one in his class and everything. So, you know, he put the school first. But I don't feel worried about him right now because he's very disciplined. He work a lot. You know, even if you have 35, 36, it depends on how you take yourself. Take care of yourself and
so
your
age
body.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's-
no, sometimes not.
There's a guy
discipline.
by Sergio Martinez who's like 40-something years old, and he's about to fight for a championship.
Marquez when he fought
Marquez,
Pacquiao,
when he fought Pacquiao, he was in his 40s.
Cotto too. You know, this how you take care of your body
That's
and
an
you take
excellent
care of
point.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's ready right now, and I'm happy. You know, he's doing what he loves, his boxing,
Good for him.
and yeah, of course.
So
and
is this
I
his
hope
first fight back since leaving the sport?
he's the second fight in this year. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So he have like 17, 18 fights,
He's staying
and
active.
he's gonna fight for his second. Right now, his first international title is the Continental Americas. But yeah, very happy for my brother, and
Yeah.
and always gonna be my inspiration, my example.
That's awesome. Shout out to Isidro.
Isidro.
Hope you win. Campeón.
We're rooting for you.
brother.
Raul, let's talk about your career highlights.
Yeah.
We're curious to know what have been some of the most memorable moments or fights in your boxing career so far. And obviously, you've got a long way to go. This is just the beginning.
Yes.
But so far, you know, what are moments that stand out for you that, you know, I'm sure, you know, like you mentioned your brother, but what are some other moments, you know, that
I think I have like three top moments. You
talk
know,
about 'em.
the first one was in the like I told you already, the silver world medal, because in Mexico that they just have like 5 in the history of boxing in Mexico. They have like world medals, and
So only 5 fighters have gotten world medals.
Yeah, world medals
from Mexico.
Mexico,
You're one of them.
yeah.
So that's history
Yeah,
already.
it's history
itself.
over there.
Yeah.
And I think that was the I'm gonna put this in the first because nobody expected I do
1 out of 5.
something. Yeah. The second one I think is
You knocked out your brother.
That we can.
bro. I think
You see it
when I
already.
qualified to the Olympics,
That has to be because
I qualified because I fought over there too, and I was like 20 years, and I won the Olympic champion. I beat the world champion over there, and in the 2014-15, I was considered the number 1 64 kilos, the welterweight in the world.
Wow.
Damn.
by the WSB, the World Series of Boxing. That was in Sanya, China. When I fought there, the jet lag,
How old
the
are you?
food, and I'm not gonna talking bad about China, but the food, it was
That's a different world.
Well,
it's a different world.
yeah.
Man.
And a lot of that plays into the factor of fighting as well. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't
yeah.
see that,
Yeah.
because you see fighters like Devin Haney flying to Australia to fight Cambosas. People don't take that into consideration.
No,
That's a long flight. That's a different food.
The jet lag. I
The
never
jet
believed
lag.
because everybody say, "Oh, the jet lag. What is that? The jet lag." But when your body start to like feeling it,
Yeah.
you feel like
Body's
if
used to going to
yeah.
sleep at a certain time, but it's
different
daytime
times.
over
Yeah, it's a
there.
It's
different
very
time zone.
hard.
It messes
man.
you
It's
up.
very hard. And
How old were you at that time?
20,
20 years old.
20, 21, 20.
Now, Raul, before even qualifying for the Olympics, when did you yourself feel that like, okay, I could do something with boxing. I could take this. How old were you, and what event was it? Was it when you qualified for the Olympics, where you were like, okay, like I have real potential?
Yeah, I got a tournament in Washington D.C. in 2013. That's what I thought, like, hey, I can handle this. I can do this.
So you were
And
17
I-
at the time, or?
like 17, 18, and I fought in the world Golden Gloves, and it was Ireland, Puerto Rico, USA, and Mexico. And there was the four countries, but that tournament, that was the top 3 in the world.
Wow.
And I beat another Golden Boy fighter over there, Lamont Roach Jr.
Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah, and that was one of my hardest fights in all of my career. And then I started, like, everybody start to see me like, hey, you have the you can do this,
Yeah.
bro. You can be fighting
beating
with
some top people, like-
with more experience, with more age than me, more older than me.
Yeah.
And then I think the third one, it was when I won my first belt. And that was my best, I think, one of my best performance and one of my hardest fight too, because I fought with the Ferdinand Kerovian was the name of the guy. That was curious because he was my spar partner back then.
So you guys
So
had,
we
like, a
know each
friendship,
other. Yeah, so we
you know
know
him
each
well.
other. And that time it was the COVID. They
Oh.
canceled the fight because I was supposed to fight there in COVID. They canceled twice, 2 fights with him. But I didn't know that they just canceled the fight just to keep working. He got more prepared because when
'cause
I
he
saw
wasn't
him
prepared.
inside the ring, I said, this is not the same guy. He's very different. But that later then I understand like why he like postponed the fight, because he wanted to like prepare more, get more ready.
So it was like it was a technique for him to buy more time.
Yeah, and
to
I
get more
lose the
credit.
first 6 rounds of that fight.
Oh, you did?
It was hard. It was hit hard. Like
I'm assuming
he got
you knocked this guy
condition.
out.
Yeah, I
had
knocked
to.
him out in the 9th.
Oh, okay. So you beat him for 6 though, and you're like,
in
all
the-
right,
in
shit,
the-
let's
in
turn
the
it
seven-
out.
You had no other option but to knock him out.
In the 7th round, I got him in the liver, the body, like left hook to the body, and I hear like when he do like
Yeah.
Yeah,
The grunt. That,
yeah.
yeah. And then I said, "Oh man,
It's
I
interesting because
got you."
obviously, as viewers, we don't hear shit. Like,
No.
we don't, but you actually.
And I
heard,
try to,
you knew.
to keep like my composure over here, because
You don't wanna get too
my
excited.
Freddie and everybody that's worried, because hey, you need to knock him out now.
Yeah.
You need to more, but
put the pressure on him.
yeah, more pressure. But he had me in the 5th. he hit me with a good right hand just in the chin, and I didn't feel my left leg, bro.
Oh, snap.
So
And
a punch to the face made you not
I
feel
don't
your
feel
leg.
the punch over here, bro. And I
Shit.
said, what's going on? That was weird because I never felt nobody punched me like that.
Punch,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And then in the 8th round, I got it with a good combination, like 4-3 punches straight. And I knock him out. I gonna knock him down. And then in the 9th, I stop it. But that was one of my hardest fight ever, bro. And I win this belt.
Nice.
And I didn't know that I fighted for this belt, so they just gave me nobody tell me anything about that fight. I didn't
you
know
had no
to go.
idea you were fighting
nothing,
for a belt.
but I I opened the doors, man. And,
Hey, by the way, you're the champ.
yeah, bro.
funny.
But
That's funny.
I think that's the top 3. And I'm very happy with all my career, man. And you know, there's a lot of sacrifices you need to make and everything. Right. Every fight,
we're gonna touch on that.
Every fight is very important for us because sometimes they ask, "Hey, where's your biggest fight?" Or I think every fight is important.
How important do you feel mindset is? Because you know, like hearing you right now talk about how in the 5th round you got hit with a punch.
Yeah,
right in your face.
Yeah, you start to think, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You start to think, oh, he's gonna beat me.
A little bit of doubt.
Yes, for our listeners, and for people that maybe don't know the sport of boxing that much, how much does that play? Because you know, like sometimes you're watching a fight and you see like a jab hurt somebody, and as a casual, you're kind of like, you know, se está rajando. I could have took that punch. And, but talk about the mindset mentality, because I'm sure when you felt that punch, a lot of things were going through your mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my leg. Should I be doing this? You know, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life?
Exactly. And you need to like think in
Quick too.
This is seconds.
Because your opponent
like
is also reading you.
Yeah.
Just like you heard him
when
when you hit the liver shot, he probably hit you and saw you and was like, oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. It's very important. I think it's at least 70% important, the mindset. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you prepare yourself, you know your body's ready. Mm-hmm. You know, the condition, the running.
If you don't believe
but
it,
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I saw a lot of boxers, like good boxers, talented boxers, that they work hard. They got a very good like training camp and everything, but in the fight, it's a different person. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, the fear is always involved, you know, the doubt. And it's not that sometimes I say that you're going to have fear the day you not get a good camp, or you're not very prepared for the fight. Mm-hmm. And then you can start, you know, to think, fear or doubting. Yeah. But if you do a good camp, you know, take care of yourself, you know, you go to 9-8 p.m. to go to sleep, you know, taking care of all of you can fight anyone.
Question. So, I mean, you know, camp is, it's more of like a private thing, right? Where you're with your coaches. Mm-hmm. There's not, I don't think you have a whole lot of media, you know, back then. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe you did, I don't know. But how do you deal with the other side of the business of like, once you start moving up, you know, I mean, we saw it on Thursday when we went, but all the cameras, all the lights, more people are watching you. Now you're on TV.
Yes.
What about that part? What do you tell yourself? Because is that something you prepare for in camp as well? I mean,
no.
Right.
You need to, it's something like.
That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of people, when they get to those lights.
It happens. But I've been learn with other. I've been with a lot of professional boxers too. When I was a kid, I saw everything. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you've seen. I saw when they start the flashes and everything. You know, to start lose their humble. I mean, it's part of my work to be like in cameras or something, but I try to be focused in just what I want and
actually matters.
Yeah, and I always
don't let the smoke get to you.
Yeah, that's important, man. You need to be humble in this sport because one day you up, the other day you down, man. So I'll be through a lot, and I'll be learning from other people, like good people and more older boxers too. And they always try to, you know, give me a good advice and everything. But I always try to, you know, it's part of my work. But you need to be stay focused on what you want, because fame. I fought last week, but nobody's talking for my fight right now. So it's something like it need to happen. Yeah, bro. I'm always be like very grateful with all the media and everything, with you guys, because you one of our first promoters in this business, and just to be humbled is one of the greatest champions of Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez. You know him. Everybody love him because he always be humble. Always humble, always stay, and just do your work. By the end of the day, you can like. Some boxers like the trash talk and everything, talking and everything. But when it's in the fight time, you need to prove it. So I just try to work and focus in my work.
That's good.
And just my first
let my
talk.
Hands do the talking. Yeah.
Now, Raul, what is normally like when you're in camp? What does your training routine look like?
Well, this camp, it was a little different for me because I start to run in the mornings, because I used to run in the afternoons. At 5 a.m. I think it's good for the body too. I feel for more energy and everything. I start at 5 a.m. I go back to my home, take a little breakfast, take a shower, and I go to the gym at 11. And then if it's Monday, like I do sparrings Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So 3 days.
So 3 days of the week. So.
And
in that
typically,
time,
how many rounds do you spar typically?
Normally it's 6 rounds. 6 rounds. Then when the fight is like getting closer, you go like 8, 10. My last sparring for this fight, I do 15. Wow. And that's what I see like I'm ready. I feel good.
Do more the closer you get to the fight. That's interesting.
And then I could.
I figure you do less, so you're not as tired. But now you're doing more.
You always need to do this one good sparring. And then after that, I do like 4 rounds just to move and keep sweating for the weight and everything. But I do 11. And then I start to 11 to 2 or 3 p.m. And I go again to my house, eat a little bit, and I go back to 7 p.m. So basically all my days in the gym.
All training.
But for 8 weeks straight like that.
Yeah.
And the eating too.
Eating
properly.
Good and everything.
We went out. You had
taking
to
care of.
That's a true story. We took Raúl out for lunch, and he was cutting weight at the time and ordered a salad. So, those are part of the sacrifices one has to make.
But he's gonna eat a fat slice of pizza afterwards.
Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah. He's gotta enjoy.
Meanwhile, we were eating a steak here.
I know. I felt a little bad.
Yeah.
No, but it's part of the job, man. I'm enjoyed all the the sacrifice and everything. You have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy it good, and when you get the victory, all that
feels
matters,
much
bro.
better. Yeah,
all that
because
matters.
the sacrifices that you had to make to get that victory, the work.
And now I need to be like, I need to do more sacrifice. I need to do more discipline, working more harder, because you win more, and that's what you say. Like,
how do you mentally prepare for all this? Like to come, like we just see the date. Okay, December. This person's gonna fight. But mentally, you as a fighter, how do you prepare yourself for the fight? Everything, like training camp, obviously is one thing, but mentally, kind of going back, I feel like mindset plays a big factor in a lot of things. And I personally believe that the fight is won before the fight even happens.
Yeah.
It happens. You win in training camp. You win by the way you self-believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of touched on that, how sometimes there's talented fighters, but it's that one thing, that mindset where mentally they don't believe in themselves, and you see what happens in the ring.
Yeah, I think that's what I say. The 70% for me, is the mental. Is the mental, but that mental, it depends on how you work, how you do your camp, because that's what I told you. Sometimes like you not that good or not ready enough, and then you're gonna start to doubt about yourself. And first of all, you need to believe in yourself that you can be there with the top dogs, with the top guys, win a title. You need to believe that first, and then you have to do the work, man.
They
you
go
have
hand,
to do
they
the
go hand
work.
in hand.
Yeah, the most you work, you're gonna believe more in yourself. You're gonna believe that you can make it. All the things that people are gonna say, "Ah, you're crazy, man. You can do this, man. Oh, it's impossible. Oh, you can fight in. Oh, man, it's too strong." It's mental. Sometimes they're gonna make you like doubt about yourself,
Yeah.
but you know what you have. You know,
Right.
you know what you have, and how it depends on how disciplined in this sport. And I think in all the sports,
Right.
preparation.
how work you. Yeah.
Yeah. Question, Raul. So, do you? Because we're talking a lot about yourself, and because obviously you're the most important person
Thank you, brother.
in camp. But like your opponents, like the person you're fighting. How much of your time training goes into studying your opponent? Is that even something that matters to you, or you're just like, hey, I'm gonna do me and
Yeah, it's very important. It's one of the arts of the world. You need to know your opponent, but
do you have somebody that takes care of that for you? Like, hey, Raul,
Freddie.
we're gonna watch film on this guy, and
Freddie Roach is my head coach trainer. I train at the Wild Card, and I have my manager too, Frank Espinosa. He just watches the fight. I don't like, watch my opponents too much.
yeah.
I just need to
One
do
fight
this,
kinda
that,
see what it's
and
about.
just what it's about. And Freddie, he's do all the plan. The fight plan and everything. And Freddie is in charge of
he's
that.
the mastermind.
He's
there.
yes, bro. He have a lot of
He's great
experience,
at
and
that, yeah.
We actually don't have any questions on Freddie, but I feel like that it'd be a disservice if we didn't. Freddie Roach, he's obviously a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not again as big as like Victor or you in the sport, but I do know who that is. He's
Yes.
been in so many corners. How did that relationship come about with you and Freddie?
Oh my God. Not very good, man. I've been 5 years with him right now, and I've in the gym. There's been a lot of boxers over there, and I'm one of the, the more
season.
season, because I'll be 5 years with him right now. It's a dream come true, man. I remember when I watch. Can I say the Mario HBO, the 24/7? I don't know if you never saw that. Before the fight, they do that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too. Once Freddie Roach
Yeah.
brought up, there's a part where he's studying the opponent. I want to say he was the trainer for De La Hoya.
De La Hoya.
And
When he fought Mayweather, he
Yeah.
trained De La Hoya.
Correct. Yeah, and he was watching film, so that's how I know. Like, okay, Freddie is the mastermind when it comes to this, because he was dissecting some flaws of Mayweather, and he's there studying. him.
Personally, I think Oscar won that fight, but at the end of the day, yeah. But I feel very happy working with the Lay and Freddie Roach, and he believed a lot of it. He talked with me, after the fight, and he told me, "Hey, you're ready. You're good. You're gonna be world champion." He believed a lot in my skills too, and that's what I tell you. I remember what I saw. I have like 8-9 years, and I think, or 10, I haven't, and many it was to fight Ricky Hatton. And I told my dad, hey, one day I'll be training with
I'm
Freddie.
a student of Freddie.
I'll be training with Freddie.
That's
I'll
crazy.
be there.
What
He told me, hey, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
If you believe that, go get it.
Yeah.
And now I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
Right. You're living that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
bro.
What's he like though? Like in the ring? Because I mean, you always wonder. Like he's a small guy, but he's so smart, right? Does he talk positively to you? Does he, hey bro, you look good, or he's not much of a talker?
He's like an old school. He's a coach, but he's more than he's a master. He's like, and he's a very disciplined coach. He wants you always in the 100%. And if he saw you in the, hey, you have a little flaws or something, or you're not working good,
Out.
he kick you out. Yeah. So you need to be in 100 with him, because he like
He's
to
that
work hard. It's
serious.
very
It's
serious,
serious
like
for
an
him.
old school coaches.
Yeah, and he wants people that are serious, just like him.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just thinking about. I don't know if you know what I'm going to say already. But after your fight, when we
Yeah.
all got a bunch of pizza, and
Yeah.
he came in, and that was a funny moment.
Yeah. No, he's a very funny guy too, man. But he understands the boxer. He understands the times the boxer need to,
Yeah.
to have and
But not only that, he was a fighter himself, so he
Yeah,
knows
he
what
was
it
a
takes.
fighter, so he
and
understands.
so he has skin in the game.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. But you know, because you see different corners and you see different trainers, and sometimes you see trainers that are, you know, not too involved, and they're just like, oh yeah, just keep doing this, keep doing that, but it's not really good coaching. And then you see some trainers that are like, hey, you gotta wake the fuck up, you're losing the fight.
Yeah.
And then there's trainers that are just calm, collective, and it's kind of like, hey, this is what he's doing, this is what you need to do. Obviously, I feel like Freddie is that guy where he's cool, calm, collective, and he gives good cornering. Good coaching.
Yeah. He's a good coach. And for this fight, he won like in every round. He told me, "Hey, how you feel? Yeah, you can knock him out. Yeah, I will try it. Yeah. Okay, knock him out because he know how I'm capable to do.
Yeah,
but he in that the fight that I just told him that when I won the first title, he was worried. It was worried, but
because in that 5th round,
but
it was a competitive fight.
He know I can handle the punches. So I remember he told me, "Hey, you need to hold on, one more round. How do you feel?" I say, "Oh, pretty hard." Okay. He get tired. He's gonna get tired. You have more condition than him, but you need to wait. How you can?
Dang.
Yes, let's go. And
that plays a huge factor in that moment too.
Yeah, you need to go like
somebody
somebody with a good experience like Freddie, and give you a lot of confidence to you. So very happy, to working with my family, the wild card. They support me a lot over there, and they believe in me. So that's awesome. The more important, and they believe I'm gonna be world champion.
That's awesome, man. So let's talk about again. I'm kind of going back into like mindset, but what keeps you motivated? What's your motivation? And obviously going towards a fight and just staying disciplined throughout. Like even though you're not fighting right now, you just had your fight, but I'm sure you're still motivated and you're still disciplined in certain areas.
Boxing is my job, obviously, but it's need to become your lifestyle. So I always do this for my family, and now I'm gonna have my own family. I'm gonna get my daughter in November. Thank God, and that's. I don't know, man. I never asked me myself that, but I just love boxing, man. I do. This is my job. I think the best thing that can happen to you is working in what you love.
I agree.
So every time that I watch a fight, I never feel like not motivated. This is my passion. This is what I think. I'm born for this.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard. The life is not like.
Because there's sacrifices.
But at first, when I was a kid, I remember I called my mom, and she was sad in that time. But I remember what she told me, like, if you go, like, you're already in there, bro. Like you already go, you leave me, you leave your dad, you leave your brother, you leave your dog, you leave everything behind. You need to go get him, and make your dreams come true, and never come back. Never come back to this house until you make it. And my mom, she never talked to me like that. So I say, hey, and then
you thought she was gonna be like, mijo, vente
no,
pa' acá.
And I said, oh, this. So they believe in me, like serious believe in me. So I want to my family. I want to give him a good life for my family, a good life for my daughter, make him proud, make him proud of my country, my place, Tampico. I have a lot of people support me. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that I worked so early in the morning. I say, no, I'm gonna sleep 1 more hour, but I say no.
Yeah.
You need to do this, bro. You have on your shoulders. And I would leave them by myself. I would just leave. I live alone. I just try to to make the time, like, try to, like, how do you say? I start the school again. Try to keep studying. Studying English, just stay busy. And that's what I don't have like too much to worry about. And sometimes I go out, or sometimes I hang out with my friends. But personally, when you have the mission and you have the goal to be world champion, you need to expect to be alone. Always and more in this time road. It's a lonely road. Right. It's a lonely road, and just The people who stay with you in the beginnings is the only people you need to take care of, you know. And all of that, don't worry about that. Just worry about your family.
Yeah.
And you don't look in. They're gonna be a lot of They're gonna be a lot of obstacles in the life, but never take your eyes off your goal.
Yeah.
That's the very important thing. Then
that
that will help me. I'm by myself. Sometimes I talk with my dad. Hey, Dad, well, how you did?
Right.
Because
So share with the people, because a lot of people don't know that obviously you're here by yourself. You know, like you really don't have anybody.
No.
So I'm sure there's times where you feel lonely. You know.
Yeah, and you can do like a lot. You can do whatever you want. You by yourself, you know. And I'm a grown man too, man. But I'm here for a reason,
Right.
and I sacrifice. I think the half of my life. I don't go to parties. I don't know. I don't saw my family, even my dog. I don't saw my dog like in 2-3 years. You know, I've been sacrificed.
How many
years? In a year and a half.
A year and a half. Yeah.
And then I'm just they gonna stay with me just a week, but for me it's like 1 month, bro. It helped me a lot too. But yeah, it's a very lonely way. But I think one day I'm gonna remember all of this. I'm gonna say, hey, it worth it, it worth it, because all the world champions, all the successful people always say that.
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna say, it like that. There's a reason why there's only a few champions,
right?
Because only few make that decision of like, okay, this is to be disciplined. It's gonna be lonely. This is what it's gonna take. I can't party. I can't do drugs. I can't.
Bro. There's a lot of when I was young, I need to do go to training and everything. I go to any parties. I don't have too much friends. I don't have.
Your life is the gym, pretty much.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by the end of the day, I do what I love.
What you love, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not depressed. You're not resentting it. No.
Yeah. And at the same time, you're taking care of your family long term. So I think that's the beauty.
That's one of my goals in this sport, and that make
you're doing
make
a great job,
money.
bro.
Yeah, thank you very much,
really
bro. And I'll be working more hard. I won the fight last week, but they come in more fights and more harder fights. More harder opponents, so I need to work more hard.
That's exciting.
And I'm on the place that I can do. I'm here. I'm from Tampico. It's a very small town, and
that's
I'm here in Hollywood.
Juice comes from, right?
Yeah, Tampico. Yeah,
shout out to
Tampico.
No,
shout out to Tampico.
Yeah, but now I'm here. Living the dream. I'm living in Hollywood. I'm one of the best trainers in the world. I have one of the biggest promoters in the world, Golden Boy, one of the best managers in history.
Your chain
Frank,
there, with the golden gloves too. That's awesome.
yeah.
Is that a Golden Boy thing?
Yeah. But right now I just try to enjoy the enjoy the moment and everything. But yeah, right now I have the time, to enjoy my family and enjoy everything that I can right now. And next week I'll be back in the gym.
Wow.
So this is part of my work, and I feel good, man. I feel very, very thankful with God, first of all, because I never, even sometimes even my family, every time that I told them hey, I'm gonna do that, okay, mijo, the Mexican family, okay, mijo, yeah.
Until you actually do it.
Then when they saw me here, and then I always say, oh, you made it. Personally, I didn't I want to be world champion. That's my goal. But I made it to be here, the place that I want, that I worked so hard.
Already.
Yeah, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah,
very happy, bro.
Brother, for kids out there, or maybe not kids, but teenagers, people that want to be like you, they want to be in your shoes. Man, Raúl did this in the Olympics. He's representing Mexico. He's undefeated. What kind of advice do you have for young boxers, that want to do what you're doing and, maybe get there quicker, or what kind of advice do you have for them?
I think the only key in this sport, every world champion is going to tell them, work hard. There's no science in boxing. There's no, they always said that there's talented people, but talent is not real. It's nothing the work.
That's fun. I like that you said that. Yeah.
The work is the real thing. Working hard. working hard. There's no science. There's no secret. There's no, working, and working in name of God, because you can work for, or you can do whatever you want for famous or for the flash or for the cameras. It never works.
So you don't believe talent is real. You believe talent is like hard work
I think
creates that talent.
I believe hard work creates the talent.
I agree with that. But a lot of people talk about like, oh, he's just naturally like that talent, naturally talented. But
But they don't see the work
yeah,
behind it.
even as kids, there's been a lot of work.
Some people that they do more easy things like you or something like that, more easy for everybody, but they need to work hard. And my dad, since the first day one, he started to train me.
Yeah.
You need to work hard, and that's the way that I follow. Working hard.
What if someone says like, hey, I'm willing to work hard. Boxing is my favorite sport. I'm interested, but I don't have money. Is money important to have? To get good training, or, in your experience, what would you say?
Personally, I always have the support of my family, but they never pay for anything. I won everything with this.
Wow.
Everything.
So
the
these were your
money
scholarships,
and everything. Yeah, bro. So that's what I tell you. It's easy for me just to say, hey, you can go, but that's important thing, the money, everything. But well, nobody give me money, or I didn't know anyone from the sport of boxing. My dad, he was just involved for training and everything, but nobody have the support me with the money and everything. I just keep winning fights.
Yeah,
but I working more
and
hard.
People
more
seeing
hard.
that, like, oh, this kid has.
It's
something.
hard. Yes, it's hard, man, because you want to start boxing and you want to be world champion like that, but no, it's a process. It's a long way. You need to be patient.
Yeah.
That's the key.
I mean, right? You started at 6, and you're how old right now?
Yeah, 27.
21 years.
21 years
has been your journey so far.
And there's gonna be people that are gonna say, hey, you should be there, bro. There's more people
Just
like younger than you, and they're already. Yeah. Don't listen. Just listen. The people who support you, that's the people is gonna be there when you make it.
Right.
And take care of that people.
Right.
And just focus on your goals. In everything, not just in boxing. You need to do sacrifice. You need to be disciplined. The discipline is so important, man, in life, not just in sport. You need to be disciplined. You need to be willing to affront all the be alone, the loneliness and everything. You have to be the mindset. You need to be a good mindset. Right. But that you can study. You can read books. Mm-hmm. You can go to the school.
And surround yourself with the right people,
with
right?
The right people.
Because you have all these coaches and people that are in the same world.
Yeah.
That's why they say it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
Because it's just you.
Yeah, brother. But I'm willing to face everything, and I'm ready for the greatness too. I don't fear and success and everything like that. I'm working. I'm do something about it. That's the more important. Mm-hmm. So I'm ready. If I fall. Whoever they told me to fight, I'll be ready.
That's right. Love that.
Mm-hmm. Now, Raúl, what's life beyond boxing? Like, what are some hobbies or things that you personally like to do outside of boxing?
When you're not in camp,
when you're not in camp.
Sleep, bro.
Who are you?
Sleep, bro.
Eat pizza.
I try to.
The alarm doesn't ring at 5 a.m. anymore?
No, I just keep busy right now with my school. That helped me a lot. I'm gonna finish my school.
What are you studying for right now,
bro?
Law.
Laws, but I want to. You want to
sue all these promoters later?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm with that. And I want to do a second degree in psychologist and sports psychologist.
Okay.
Because I like a lot. I want to help more kids that they want to be in top on the sports. But I feel that I live that the be loneliness and everything. Sometimes you get down sometimes, but it's very important to be good in here. Mm-hmm. And if not, I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do laws in the family. I'm gonna specialize in family, but we see what happened. I wish to go to my second degree in psychology, and I'm gonna be another goal for me for my life.
Another belt.
Another belt. The most important, most important, because this is just for a little bit long
Short
term,
period of time.
short period of time. But you need to be ready in life too. That's very important.
Life beyond boxing.
Yeah. I don't want to say like everybody, but sometimes they think that boxers are like little dumb or back then in Mexico, everybody started just boxing just to feed their family, so they don't learn their contracts or something. They stay money for them for everything. But no, bro, boxers we're more smart than the people can imagine. We always just not step into the ring with other guy and punching each other. It's like a chess match. You need to be ready here too, and that's what the point of view that people want to see in myself, and the boxing community too.
I love the fact that you brought that up, because obviously as fighters, you guys are more than just fighters. People think you guys are just
that.
Yeah, you guys
just athletes. That's all you know.
Yeah,
but no,
but you can do more, bro.
And you're smart. Studying out. I love the fact that you touched on that there.
Yeah, and that helped me a lot. To keep me busy, and those start to. I can't imagine things and everything. No, I just do it. I feel bad and go to go to the school and everything. So it's something good. Like you do something good.
Yeah. Raúl, how do you balance certain things? Because I know you're in your pursuit towards your goal, being a world champion. But at the same time, as you mentioned, you're about to be a father.
Yeah.
How do you balance that out there? Between work and taking care of your wife.
I think everything is from time periods. I try to do. Organize my time good, and this I has to be like out of my family right now. I need to be here right now because it's part of my job.
Right.
My wife, she was a fencer too in the Olympic team in Mexico, so she can understand the business.
You guys met, actually.
Yeah, we met in the CENAR. This is the name of the National Center of Athletes. And we went young, like she was, but they were more like friends and everything. But she moved to Arizona, and I fought in El Paso, and she go to watch one of my fights.
Were you guys already talking?
Yeah. Well, we was talking and everything, but the point is that she can understand all the sacrifice you need to make, and it's a hard. It's no every girl understand that.
Right.
Because you literally go away. Your camp is Wild Card's in Hollywood. She's in Arizona.
Yeah.
It turns into kind of a little bit of a long distance.
Yeah, and past back days and everything, that I have a girlfriend and everything, and they can understand you.
Yeah.
They can understand you. They think you're a normal. They think you're a normal person. I don't want to say like it's the right thing to say, but we're not normal people.
No.
When you're involved like 100% and this becomes your job. But she understands me. She support me a lot, and I owe a lot to her.
Wife.
Yeah, Susana, and I'm very happy. My family support me too. So that give me the strength, to keep working, to keep going, the motivation. But it's hard, man. It's hard. I want to be with my dad and my mom. It's sad sometimes because every time that I saw them, it's a little bit older. I saw another white, another canita, and another thing, and I say, it's working. It's worth it. Everything that I do, everything that I sacrifice. I don't know if it's tomorrow, what's gonna happen, but it's normal to think that.
Right.
Yeah,
it's the normal thing.
And it's part of life.
You're a human. Like you can feel it and everything, but when you have your eyes and your goal,
tunnel vision,
very visualized.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna help my family. I'm gonna give a better life to them.
That's right.
That's the important thing, and until now, it's worth it.
So far, so good.
Yeah,
good,
bro.
good, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Almost done here, brother. I appreciate
of course.
everything, all the information you've provided. You talked a little bit about your goals on the school related side of things, psychology degree and law. Bringing it back to the boxing, career. What are your goals here? Like you have 2 belts right now.
Yes.
How many more belts do you want? When's your next fight? Who do you really want to fight out there? Like, what are these goals in the boxing world? Like, what's on your mind?
Well, at first Golden Boy just told me that probably he's gonna be back in the ring December.
December of this year.
The first weeks of December of this year. So that's cool for me because I want to stay busy.
Stay active.
Yeah, stay active is the most important for a fighter. And I want to be world champion. I don't know if it's going to be WBC, WBA. There's a lot of organizations around there, but I want to be world champion of any organization. And one day, why not to be undisputed? They have all the belts,
Yep.
But at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. And I'll be ready for that because I'm working more hard. After this fight, I learned a lot. And I'll be keep busy, I don't have any name on my mind right now. I just follow every time that the promoter call me or Golden Boy or my manager. Hey,
let's do it.
This is I fight anyone. I never say no in a fight. Never.
Yeah.
So I'll be ready, bro. I'll be ready. I'll be keep working more, keep my mentality positive and everything. And I think the next year is gonna be a good year for me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that COVID kind of slowed things down, where fights were getting canceled.
Yeah, and everything I thought in every sport and everything they changed everything the COVID, but and I'll be talking to Oscar and to my manager too, and they have a good plan for my career. So the only thing I just need keep working and keep discipline.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's awesome. Heck yeah. Alrighty, man. Well, outside of that, is there anything else? Maybe anything you would like to promote or anything else? Any final thoughts?
So your brother's fighting in the weekend.
Yeah,
is there a way to watch that, or is that not televised? Not yet.
I'm gonna put the link in my bio on Instagram. But shout out to my brother.
Shout out to your Instagram. Share your Instagram.
Yeah, Raúl _ CG95. That's my personal Instagram, and Facebook too is Raúl Cugar.
We'll add it in there.
Yeah, thank you, brother. And no, bro, it's just thank you for your time. You, Marlon, Victor, you be a great, so great people. Then I'll be met in this sport, man. And thank you very much because you're one of the sponsors of Team Cugar. And I hope you saw you in my next fight too, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
thank you very much for being so cool with me, bro.
You're very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Of course, thank you for giving us the opportunity. You reaching out to us, and we've had a blast. I mean, last Thursday was fun. It was great. I didn't think we would actually hang out after. Not that we didn't want to, but your parents are here, and we don't really know you guys like that. But you guys were so friendly and welcoming.
Allowed us to be with you
Thank
guys.
you.
We felt
Thank
like
you guys for that.
we felt like buddies, like family. Like okay, we're just out here doing our thing. So no, thank you and your whole team.
Thank you.
We believe in you. We're proud of you. We're excited to see what you're gonna keep doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and shout out to Gio because I know you from Gio, right?
He's a little harder to get because he's famous. He's doing a comedy show, but we'll get him. We'll get him.
No, thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
Thank you.